Okay, good morning everyone. As you can see by the time, we got up to a bit before 5 o'clock in the morning. This is day one of our big trip, long awaited trip and long planned trip, I guess. We've, you know, a little bit excited. So we're leaving Melbourne. We live in the northern suburbs of Melbourne, Australia, and we're going to head across to Perth, which is around about 3,500. The way we go, it's going to be a 4,000k trip to Perth. So it's going to be roughly an 8,000k trip, round trip. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm just cooking at the minute, so I'm going to make sure I don't overflow anything. That's okay. I'll let that heat up and do its thing. Now, so we're going across there. It's going to be exciting. We're going to go across what's called the Nullarbor in Australia. It's it's the longest straight section of road in Australia. One of the reasons we got up this early this morning is one, because we were excited. We hadn't planned to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go on our trip, but we sort of laid in bed and we spoke about it and thought, why not get up early, get out of Melbourne while there's not too much traffic on the road. So that should make things a little bit easier for us to get out with the caravan. Driving the caravan through the city of Melbourne is not, it's a little bit, causes a little bit of anxiety for me. It's not too bad, but I'd rather be doing it when there's not too much traffic around, to be honest. So we're pretty much, the car was packed yesterday. The caravan's packed. When I say caravan, we got like a little Jayco Swift camper van that we take with us because, it's light. One concern that I do have is my car's 20 years old. I do look after it. I sort of change the oil and the filters very regularly. It doesn't do a lot of Ks every year. It does about 10,000 kilometres a year, so which is probably about 6,000 miles, I believe, a year. And I get it serviced every 6 months, so every 5,000 kilometres it pretty much gets serviced. So I'm hoping it's going to get us there. She hasn't really let us down before in the past, so, but it's a long drive for a 20-year-old car, but, we'll see how we go. That could give us a few problems, and if so...
Give us some content too.
Give us a bit of content, yeah, exactly right, yeah. So, but what I wanted to talk about today as well at the start is, this is a product that we bought. It's called a Billy Boil. This is like an inner pot, and we're going to, tonight... So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, but we're cooking tonight's dinner. So tonight, in there is just a casserole. I've got some beef and some veggies and stuff in there, and some veggie stock. And I brought the water up, or the liquid up, just to the level of all the solid food that's in there, just to, so it's all submerged. Is that the right word, submerged? And then heat that up. Let that boil away for 15 minutes. Just go on its merry way for 15 minutes boiling. And then once that's happened, you take it off the heat, straight into this outer part of the Billy Boil. If you look down here, we'll look at this is the product. Now, there's plenty of these different ones. There's different brands of these that you can buy. We just bought that one online and thought that it would be perfect for this sort of a trip, when we're touring. Up in the mornings, we could spend 15 minutes, maybe. Like, I prepared a lot of this stuff last night. So I cut this up last night, stuck it in the fridge, and now it's just on there, and it's so easy,
Get to the destination and have a hot meal.
Yeah. Time will tell. We'll find out tonight how well it's cooked through and everything, because it's actually, I think they call it thermal cooking. So it's just a matter of, just putting that on there, closing it. This is almost like what we call in Australia an esky. Eskies are like, what do you call it? A cooler. I guess you call it a cooler in other parts of the world. And then, so it's insulated, doesn't allow the heat to escape. So it just cooks while we're in the car using zero energy. Just the energy that I guess now that it's using, which is the gas just to heat it up to this point here. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out tonight. But anyway, we'll continue with our packing, finish that off, get the car hooked up, and then we'll be on the road, and we'll give you some more exciting content as we go.
And off we go. Once he decides to put it in gear, we'll be out of here and gone for a month. Ciao, ciao. Hang on, wait for me. Oh! Oh.
Okay, everyone. We're now travelling west up the Calder Highway, and we're predominantly going to be travelling west, I guess, for the next 10 days or so, because it's going to take us, we reckon, about 10 days to get there. We're not going to rush it. We're going to take our time.
And we're heading to Western Australia, aren't we?
Yeah. So we're from the eastern side of Australia, southeast Australia. So we're heading to the southwest Australia. What we're doing now, though, is I'll introduce you to our dog, Kimber. This is Kimber, everyone. Say hello, Kim. She's a rescue dog. We actually got her off of a friend of ours, and we've had her for a few years, and we think we'll keep her. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. We're going to stop in here shortly and get some petrol or diesel for the truck, fill it up, and then that way we haven't got to worry about it for the rest of the day. As I said before earlier, we've got about a 7-hour plus drive ahead of us now. Which is fine. Service centre, so in 1 kilometre I'm going in here.
Yeah.
And what we do is we've downloaded a Petrol Spy app, and I recommend that anyone that's thinking about doing this trip to download this app. What it does, you can just look ahead and find out the prices of petrol at particular petrol stations, and then hopefully over the duration of our 8,000 kilometres that we're going to do, we're going to save ourselves a bit of money by just being a little bit smart about where we get our petrol from. If you save yourself a few cents a litre, or 10 cents a gallon or whatever it is, we think that over the 8,000 k we're going to do, we might be able to save ourselves $100, and why not? $100 is better in my pocket than giving it to them. So anyway, we'll say bye for now, and we'll log back in soon. Okay, we've stopped off for a little bit of a rest. We're actually not far out of Dimboola. Dimboola is still in the state of Victoria, which is where we live, and this is called the Pink Lake. Apparently the colour that you're seeing of that pink is caused because of the algae and the high level of salt water that is in the Kim. It's pink. Hello, Kim. Anyway, so that's it. We stopped off here we'll probably spend about 5 minutes here or so, and there's actually a viewing platform up there. There's lots of people up there. Okay, so we've missed a few hours since I guess our last destination, which was I think it was the Pink Lake. We've got to our camping spot, which is Carlington in South Australia. It's a beautiful spot. Also, if Melissa's can videotape this without hiccuping, it'll be a lot better. It'll be a lot more stable.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There's a footy oval right near us here, and you can't really see much because it's dark. So the thing is, though, I guess I wanted to show you this. We were just sort of like talking about how this was our casserole that we made, and I put a bit of tomato in it. So this morning when you saw it, there was no tomato in it, so I put some tomato in it, and then we just got some gravy to thicken it up. Eaten it now, and it's magnificent. So very happy with the way the casserole turned out. Very happy with our first night where we're staying.
met some of the locals, had a chat with them tonight, and it's bloody lovely, you know. It's a lovely spot, and it's a good way to start our holiday. We've met some lovely people, some people that are, just genuine people, which is what I like. Anyway, so that's it for our first day, I guess, at this stage. Tomorrow there's going to be more to come, and thanks for watching, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and great, good on you. There you go.